You're wasting your talent, Randy.
Bye.
Could somebody tell everybody that my name is not Randy? Hello everybody, my name is Street Reaper, and in today's video, in preparation for the Biker DLC that's about to come out, I thought that I would show my top 5 favorite ways to make money solo in GTA Online. Now there are multiple other ways to make money with like crew members and other people such as heists and whatnot, but for the purposes of this video I'm going to be showing the cycle in which I do things to make money fast and efficiently solo. So to do this I would suggest going into an invite only, and with all that being said, let me just jump straight into things, like how I did that there, jump, well, so, too much, yeah, too much. So, anyway, the first method that I'm going to be talking about is selling cars, especially like NPC cars that have really high value, such as the Sentinel. I would collect them up whenever it's convenient, like in between other activities, and then store them in a garage, have a garage just to store high value cars in, and then sell one as soon as you load in. So to start off this cycle, I'm going to be showing that I'm going to be selling this blue Sentinel, and with that I'll make $17,420. So keep track as I go through things here. Next, I would register as a VIP, or if you can't be a VIP, like if you don't have enough money to be a VIP or whatever, just register as looking for work. Get with a friend that is registered as a VIP, and then start the VIP work hostile takeover at the altruist camp. Now, I would strongly recommend using a buzzard to do this. I own a buzzard, so I can spawn one for free whenever I'm registered as a VIP, but a buzzard attack helicopter is the single most useful vehicle in the entire game. So when you're doing the hostile takeover at the altruist camp, try to approach from the west, and then the buzzard will automatically lock on to the NPCs on the cliff and just take those guys out. And then if you're really careful, you can land and like automatically pick up the briefcase, and without even having to get out of the helicopter, and then just fly to the location where the drop-off point is. Try to evade the police on the way there. It should be fairly easy. And then when you deliver the briefcase, the longer you take doing this, the little bit more that you'll get paid for like every minute that passes by, up to a certain point. But for the purposes of this, I did it in about 4 minutes and made $15,500. So add that to the $17,420 I already have from the sale of the Sentinel, and that brings us to $32,920 in about 5 minutes time or so. And now that I'm up in Blaine County, I'll just call for my vehicle and then rob the store that's right across the street from the Los Santos Customs. Now to do this, I always park the car to where it's facing the Los Santos Customs already, and then just walk in and make sure that your snacks are full or whatever, and then just whip out a shotgun or weapon of your choice and shoot all around the dude until he gives you the money, and then hop in your car, take off across the street into the Los Santos Customs, and then just exit back out, and you'll lose your wanted level. And in this case I was $1,072 richer. And there again, all in what, maybe 6 minutes time, something like that, 7 minutes time. So that brings me to $33,992. So then, because I'm having to wait on a cooldown timer for any kind of VIP missions or anything, I jump straight into the go to start, online, jobs, Rockstar created, and base invaders. Now, this job becomes available after about rank 27, and if you start it up right after coming out of the Los Santos Customs, when you spawn into the mission, it'll spawn you right there on the road out in Sandy Shores. So I call for a Pegasus to deliver my buzzard. I guess you could use the Kuruma to do this. Just be careful. Drive to Ron's plane and then get in Ron's plane, but do not use it. Just get back out of it, exit out of Ron's plane, and you'll see that it says to destroy the lasers. This is where I use my buzzard and just fly over there and take my time and let the buzzard do all the work so that it doesn't waste any of my ammunition. There's about 66 or so enemies, so if you choose to do it in a Kuruma, like there again, take your time. They will keep respawning, but eventually they'll stop spawning. You'll get 25 RP for each one of the NPC enemies that you kill, and then just land the buzzard in the hangar and take off with the cargo bob and deliver it. Now there again, you could kill some time on the way taking the cargo bob back and make the mission pay more, but for my purposes I just went ahead and kind of rushed through it, and for about 7 minutes worth of work after I delivered it, made another $13,730. So for everybody keeping track, that's $47,722 that I've made in probably about 20 minutes maybe. So then when you spawn back in after base invaders, just go and rob that store again. Here I'll show the location on the map in case anybody's not real sure as to where it is, but same verse, just do it all over again. Park the facing towards the Los Santos Customs, go in there and shoot all around the guy till he gives you the money, then hop in the car, take off across to the Los Santos Customs, and just back out. And when you back out, you'll be in my case I had $1,900 more because I didn't repair the vehicle or anything, so that brought me to $49,623. So while I'm still up in Blaine County, I go ahead and start the VIP work, Headhunter, because then it'll spawn the targets up in this area rather than down in the city, and it'll be easier to attack them and to kill them. There again, I'll use the buzzard. Be careful of the guards in the armored cars, and be careful of the guards in general, because even though you may be in a buzzard or a helicopter or an aircraft, they can still shoot at you. And I choose to go after the ones that are moving first and leave the stationary targets for last. Now, it doesn't take very long to complete one of these. A friend of mine, Quentin, had a crew with him working in his organization. He had a full organization, and they actually took out all 4 targets in about 30 seconds and got paid $20,000. But here I did it in about 4.5 minutes and got paid $21,500. So there again, that's not real bad for 4.5 minutes worth of work. That brings me out to $71,123. So after that, I chose to make my way down to the center of the city. That way when I spawn into the mission, it'll spawn me down in the city and start up the mission blow up. Now, a lot of people tell you to do this mission a bunch of different ways, but I've found that the easiest thing to do really is to just make your way to the parking lot where all the cars are and take them one at a time and park them in right next to each other, real close to one another, to where they're all kind of touching, so that one explosion will make them all explode. And then that way I only have to use one sticky bomb, and I'm not wasting a lot of ammunition or wasting a lot of money. And then by using that one sticky bomb, you set it off and everything, all of the vehicles blow up. If one's left sitting there burning, rest assured it still will explode and take care of all the vehicles. And then you can pretty much take your time. Like in my case, I went to ammunition and reloaded on my ammo, and then you could just wander around the map if you wanted to. Just take your time. The longer that you take doing the mission, the more money that it'll pay, up to a point, until about 12 minutes or so. So I had decided that I was going to go base jumping off of this one crane, but it didn't quite work out that way. Instead it became base falling, and so there's that. Be careful of that. If you die once, make sure that you don't die again, and go ahead and go to Simeon's and complete the mission. I took about 7 minutes with it, made about $13,100. So when I had spawned back in, that had brought me to a grand total of $84,223. So after that, I started up Sightseer. And for Sightseer, there again, I suggest using a buzzard because it's the quickest way around the map. If you're a VIP and you don't own a buzzard, you can still request one. Just use the Sightseer app on your phone. I would do this before you were in the buzzard, because sometimes it might accidentally make the missiles go off. And they're like these little mini games or hacks that you have to do in order to find the location of the package. And the one I really don't like is the one that has a bunch of numbers all in it. It always makes me confused as to where the numbers really are that I need to find. So there are like 3 of these little mini hacks, and you have to collect 3 of these packages. I took about 5.5 minutes to do it and made $22,500. There again, take longer to do it, you will make a little bit more money, but I was just trying to, grind it out real quick. And as you can see, I ended up with $106,723 after doing that little Sightseer. And then that brings me back around to the beginning of the cycle again. It's about time to sell another car, and that's where those cars in the garage come in handy. So I sold another yellow Sentinel for $14,970, and through the course of about an hour, I made $121,693. Now, it's not really a get-rich-quick scheme, but I think it is a pretty good money-making method. So there you go. Like this video if there was something about it that you liked, or something that you learned. Subscribe if you're new to my channel, because each new subscriber I give a free cartwheel lesson to. That's no joke. Just reply in the comments down below that you need a free cartwheel lesson. I'll make sure that you get it. And leave a comment in general, just to let me know that you're around. Sorry, my freaking mic crapped out. I had to re-record this part. So anyway, thank you all for watching, and please stay tuned. See if my microphone will hold up through it all.